performance, this roster, what Philadelphia has been able to put together these last couple years, I think a Super Bowl win here today, and now they become maybe that new top-of-the-heap team that we talk about here in the NFL.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, the regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
That's caught by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That one good for a dozen. Very quick first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. That's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Geno. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Geno. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. Get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a first carry for their running back. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to any CD can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a couple. Now this time, they'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
That's good.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and let's see what he can do after the catch.
And some space opens as he's brought down, following a gain of 6.
So pick up a 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the 43, it's second and 3. Back to throw. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's going to be third. They need 1. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back. They hold him to no gain.
From the 38 now, here's second and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Trying to get the running game going. His first carry. And they'll get maybe a yard if that got nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
Gain of only a yard.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, like based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
And that's a thing of beauty. Out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Patriots offense ready to get going with their second possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Motion the slot man left. On 1st down, here's Gino to throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back quick to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Leads to second and 10.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
He'll try again here. Second and 10. Now, Gino. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
You know me, Mike. I'm going to sit up here and try to defend my tight ends any chance I get. I think this one's right on the borderline. I think that's a play he thinks he should have caught. I think his coach knows he probably could have caught it. But that was a tough one. That was no guarantee. So continue to find ways to generate open space downfield. Give him another shot, because more often than not, he's going to make that play.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Back to the left side and taken in by Smith.
Brings up second down at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Defense decides to come with a blitz here on 3rd down, and it's a little feast or famine. You're counting on getting home and getting to the quarterback. But give credit to the offensive line. Not only do they protect, they buy enough time for the quarterback to escape the pocket, turns himself into a runner, and picks up the 1st down.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Brings up second down.
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. They face 2nd down and 7 as we are ready to get back underway. He'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And
that is going to be, and he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
but you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles 7, Patriots nothing.
The score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Nate's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
On second down, it's Gino. And that one incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Gino to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they finally catch up, but it's a big play, taking it into the right zone. A big play here in the big game. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And into the end zone. What a response! Touchdown, Patriots.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
An extra point attempt to follow. His kick is good, and the Pats will level things out at 7 apiece. touchdown in time for the kickoff. This fielded at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now. They make their way back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. To pick up the 4.
Down at the 31. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Trying to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Brady looking to throw. Catch is made there on the left side by Cook. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Putting the tight end in motion. On play action, here's Brady.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. He'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate multiple punt teams. 4th down.
Gain of 6 yards.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Travel start on the ground. And he's going to manage to get this out of harm's way. Bring it to the 5-yard line. Good gain of 4.
It's now
2nd and 6. Shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on the run, it's behind his man, and it's intended for
the offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it's a good return here. It will take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. Have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. Brady set to throw. Got his man at the 6. And the Browns get this all the way down inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. That takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. To the air is Brady. He'll throw it left and pass his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and goal. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. On 3rd down, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete and brings up 4th down. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, when you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. What can they do here on third down and 7? Now they'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play here in the big game. And even 30 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll drop the throw. Now he takes off. And he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here's second and 6. Now good up the middle. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Philadelphia.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. As a route runner, once you identify zone players when they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. They did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll work now on second and 4. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Here's timeout Philadelphia. That is their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's second and 9. They'll look to throw yet again. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Back to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are on top. It's 14-10.
Eagles 14, Patriots 10.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Slot man in motion right. Chino now on 1st and 10. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here comes 2nd and 4. To throw is Brady. That was downfield for Cooks. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one.
And 3 more points.
Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And he's stopped at 25. His drive will begin there. The Eagles offense and their running back set to go once more. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Y'all gotta call my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll run forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now from the gun. He runs with it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
At the 48-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Big slant into the hands of Smith. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. Handoff here, up the middle, and he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down.
A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work to take those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's Gino. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That has play good for 22. Good for a Patriots first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a hit.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. He got him.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. What I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stop the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Brady. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Was brought down, and pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. A another first down.
20-yard line.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Up for the loss of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Gino to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
I got this. Me, she trying to show me something. I got flows for days.
2nd and goal. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
To go.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, New England. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
It really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
Now, the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Patriots move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Eagles 14.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. They'll get across the 20, mark him down to 23 yards. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you. Can't do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real quick.
Ooh, well, now you see it, now you go. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
2nd down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
On a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Here's Brady. Pushed out to his right. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to fight any seed he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on 4th down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on 3rd down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
Patriots ready for the punt. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And it probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over.
He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable and just line up and snap it again.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Patriots offense ready to take over once again. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
This is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
On first down, here's Gino to throw. And he can hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll run with Lewis. And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. On the return, here comes Gibson. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Here comes the Philly offense now. They make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating further from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10.
So anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
This is Lewis. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
On 3rd down, it's Brady. That one downfield for Cooks. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
6-yard line.
The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. We'll get this out wide.
Rice's pass. Complete to number 17. Loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and
4. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw, Wentz. He gets that to the belly. Gain of 13 to number 13. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's something every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
The throw here is complete. And it looks like he's going to come up just short for the first down. Out of bounds. A yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on third down.
Score, and they got to score fast.
Now, faking the give. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. In the backfield, we'll get the carry here. And the first and goal is down inside the 10-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. They'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Man in motion is Smith. So 2 minutes remain on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
That one, take it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
Deep breath time, a big extra point still to come. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. They start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Patriots offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Room to run past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 6 coming up. Brady looking to throw. Going right, it's taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Dion.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here's Gino. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Getting all these new tattoos.
To the air is Brady. He'll throw it left and has his running back. The pass will stop it here as we use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock stop. 21 seconds to go in the game.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Brady to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
In this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible. You can't take a sack, and of course you can't turn it over. So if it's not there, just throw it away.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Here is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Now they'll set him to throw. He'll step up and run this. Now 4 seconds left. And we get a timeout call.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. On the comeback, falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. And there it is. The new record holder for most Super Bowl wins is the New England Patriots, champions for the 7th time. So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.